Hey, welcome back, guys. We are here today with One Piece Treasure Cruise on the global side of things. And I wanted to share some news with you regarding events coming up. Mostly banners, though. We have two banners that we currently have knowledge on, when they're going to drop, and what they are about, essentially. Right here we have the July 3rd through August 17th BW support banner. From Alabasta, and these units are actually very spectacular, very good. But do you need to pull on it? That's the question, right? To be noted, though, it's gonna last well over a month, actually. So, what you want to do, definitely, at least in my opinion, is save for the French anniversary, which should be around, I'm thinking around, August 8th or 9th, maybe a couple days after, a couple days before, give or take. But you should be able to know what's on that banner before this banner goes away. So, if you only have a few certain gems that you want to save, I would wait until that banner drops, see what's on it, and then, if it's something you want to pull on it. If not, maybe throw a couple of multis at this. I want to go over the units before I go over the steps, simply because I feel like it would give you, a better indication of the value of the banner, right? So these are the new units that will be dropping. There's 4 of them. So we have Mr. 1 and Miss Doublefinger. Let's see, special support abilities. So they attach to 3 units, being Crocodile, Mr. 0, Robin, and Bon Clay. Now, there's plenty of Crocodiles, there's plenty of Robins. When it comes to Bon Clay, he does have the Ivankov and Bon Clay dual unit, who's really good, so that's definitely a unit you could stick this on. And we should be getting a Legend Bon Clay on Japan sometime. I'm not entirely sure when, but it was the most voted character to be made into a legend on the Japan side of things. So he will be coming out eventually. But what do they do? So once per adventure, when the supported character uses their special, so that's very nice just whenever they activate it. They reduce enemies' percent damage reduction duration by 4 turns, paralysis duration by 4 turns, and add 0.7 to the chain multiplier for 1 turn. Very good. So 4 turns of paralysis by itself would already be really good, right? Support quick Legend Bartolomeo gets rid of 3 only on Robin. But here we have 3 units that can benefit from this support ability. And then we get rid of percent damage reduction by 4 turns, which is just the spicy meatball on top. That's what you want to see. And then you get a little bit of damage added onto that too, with the 0.7x to the chain multiplier for 1 turn. Out of the entire batch, I'm pretty certain this is the best one, but your mileage may vary depending on what's on in your box, right? If you don't have the dual Bon Clay and Ivankov, maybe this one isn't as good. But let's move on. The next unit here is going to be Mr. 3 and Miss Golden Wheat. And they attach, so they're broader here, right? They attach to Driven and Free Spirit characters. It doesn't have to be both, it just has to be one or the other. Not to mention, I don't even think there's a Driven Free Spirit unit in the game. If there is, let me know in the comments. But at level 5, once per adventure, when you reach the 3rd stage... So this only works on stage 3, which is a little finicky, right? It's a little bit gimmicky. Reduces special cooldown of supported character by 2 turns. Now, right there, that's not bad, because, if you want to, speedrun certain content, that's really nice. Changes supported character's orb into a matching orb, reduces damage received by 50% for 3 turns. So, given how content works, and stage 3, not even being the second to last stage, how much use will this get? Honestly, I'm not sure if it will get too much use, but the special cooldown is actually really nice if you have a unit that has a longer cooldown than the rest of the team. Just stick this on them, and they'll be able to catch up pretty quickly, and you'll have all your specials aligned for the 4th and 5th stages, which are usually the 2 boss stages, right? Especially when you're doing Arena, when you're doing Coliseum, anything of that sort. Driven's getting a lot of support, so, you'll have plenty of units you can stick that on. Free Spirit is one of the best in the game. So, they're very usable, but they're definitely not the best of the batch, in my opinion. So, moving on, let's go to the 3rd unit in the batch. We have Mr. 4 and Miss Merry Christmas. Let's see here. So they will attach to Quick Powerhouse only. That's not Quick or Powerhouse, it's a Quick Powerhouse. So, the new Versus Akainu, the V2 Kaido are 2 very good examples of this. But what does it do? It does, once per adventure, the supported character uses an orb amplification special. So, perfect for versus Akainu, he does just that. This will make badly matching a block orbs not reduce damage for 1 turn, reduces bind duration by 2 turns, which is nice, and boosts the color affinity of quick and powerhouse characters, by 1.5 for 1 turn. So, just this last part right here is really good, reducing bind, giving you color affinity for quick and powerhouse. But also, you know, this badly matching a block orb. So what this does is, I would imagine it takes it from badly matching and makes it like a neutral orb, right? Block, it does something very similar. It'll make it towards a neutral orb, so you'll at the very least do neutral damage. So, while it's not the greatest, I'm sure there are some events where it could be beneficial. But it's like, the thing is, like, if you're going to use a character like Akainu, he's already going to make your orbs matching anyways. So, it seems redundant on him to have this first part, but I guess it's for other quick powerhouse characters that can amplify orbs. You know, which there are a ton of, right? So, let's see. But the reducing bind by 2 turns and the color affinity right there is already pretty worth it in my opinion. I'd say next to Mr. 1, these guys are probably the next best unit on the support banner. Definitely wouldn't mind picking them up. And then finally we have Mr. 5 and Miss Valentine. They will be going on only strength shooter characters. So, you know, perfect with the new versus Ace. So, once per adventure, when the supported character uses an orb randomization or orb manipulation special, you get an orb block for 1 turn, reduces despair by 2 turns, and boosts the attack of strength and shooter characters by 1.75 for 1 turn. That is really good, actually. You get an orb block, reducing despair by 2 turns, and you get an attack boost for strength and shooter by 1.75. This is on a support, by the way. That's pretty nuts. I'm not gonna lie. So I would have to say these guys, like when it comes to utility and whatnot, they're the second best. But some people might be able to argue that, hey, these guys might be the best support unit on the banner, and I wouldn't be able to really disagree with them there. So let's just say the 2 best are Mr. 1 and Mr. 5 and Miss Valentine. And then Mr. 4, Miss Merry Christmas, and then following that it would be Mr. 3 and Miss Golden Week, in my opinion, being the weakest of the batch. But even then, they have a niche use, so, you know, you might be able to find content where they might be beneficial. But for a general, broad use, they're not going to see a ton of play, unfortunately. So let's go back to the banner. Once again, dropping on the 3rd of July, so in about 2 days from now. We have on the banner... Yeah, so the very first multi, you're going to get a support guaranteed. Just guaranteed. And I'm almost certain the very first multi is going to be 30 gems. The second multi is a new character, so it could be any one of these 4. Guaranteed. That right there makes me think, 80 gems? Guarantee one of these guys? Sure. Will it suck if you get Mr. 3? Sure. Will it be beneficial to get any of the other 3? Yes. Yes, it will. You get an affinity boost, an attack boost, or just a massive amount of utility with Mr. 1. I think it's worth it to at least go for 2. And then, nothing on the 3rd. You get the 1 gem multi on the 4th. You get a guaranteed red on the 6th. Once again, we don't know what the reds are on the banner as of yet, so it really depends on if you want to go for this step. What legends are actually on the banner. But right now we can't tell, so sadly, I really can't recommend this step just yet. But then again, I wouldn't really go that deep into the support banner, by the way, anyways, especially, you know, with so much content coming out soon, with so many banners dropping between, like, you know, TM, Kizuna, French Anniversary, I would keep it at 2, personally. Multi-8 is a 1 gem multi, then they really want to make you go deep to get the new character. Look at that. Look at the bait. 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 to get new characters. They couldn't have weaved these in between multis like 3, 5, 7. Nope. They had to wait until the last 5 multis. So that's... I don't even know what to think about that. But most people aren't going to go that deep, right? Now, people that really want them, if the rates are bad, they probably will go that deep, down to 10, to try to get them. But for us average normie players, we're not going to go that deep. No way. I would do 2 and stop. If you really want to, maybe go to the 4 gem multi. if you, depending on the rates on the supports, because it's not going to just be these 4 on the banner. You know, people are going to want to try to pull for, like, say, support Broly, who's really amazing, and will be on this banner. It's going to have all support units on the banner, so... Me, personally, I'm thinking about going to multi-4. Sounds pretty good. I want Mr. 1, Mr. 4, and Mr. 5 the most. I don't have Broly support, and I don't have, what's his name? I think it's Denshiro, he supports Zoro. He's really good. I don't have him either, so... I might try to pull for them and see what happens there. But, yeah, guys, that's going to be it for now. There is more news, but I want to cover that in a different video, simply because it's a different topic. But yeah, if you liked the video, please like it. If you disliked it, dislike it as well. Until the next one, guys, I will catch you later. See you then.